Hey, what's going on here? Welcome back to another video where today we are here playing 2048. This is day 19 of Flash Mud. There is no game, I will not say game, there is no music in 2048. So that's why, if you go up here, let me go up here, I just put, a live stream of songs. So they're not well, hopefully they're not copyrighted. Basically, video games study, so we're just going to do this. Pretty much, I think this is probably one of the newest, well, not the newest, but like 2 years ago or a year ago, was like the newest Flash game, but technically it's not a Flash game, because it uses the new HTML5, which is like what a bunch of people or a newer, browse-based games are using nowadays. So you continue on. And there actually are some Flash games that are actually using HTML5, so you can still play after Flash is shut down. But then there are some games, for example, all those Papa series, Papa Freezeria, Wingeria, Donaria, all that stuff, those would never be a HTML5. It will always become a Flash, according to the people behind it. So sadly, those games will no longer be playable. Sort of. I mean, if you play on your phone. But it's not okay. It's the same, but it's not the same feeling it was. Same with Happy Wheels. The Happy Wheels on your phone is still there, and we're not sure about the Flash one if it's going to continue on or not. But even Badass Sanders, it's not the same. All right. So yeah, 2048. Basically, how to play is this right here. Use your arrow keys to move the tiles. Tiles with the same number merge into one when they touch, and then add them. Search up whatever. Pretty much how I do it is like, well, a bit different. So for example, we move around. And just like that, basically that's all you do, and you can just keep it spamming or not if you want to. So yeah, pretty much you have to get one of the numbers to 2048, and well, if you fail, well, you guys are all over. So that's pretty much all you had to do. Alright. Alright. There we go. Alright. I think you have to use you kind of have to use your brain for this. Not that much. It's not that hard to do. Alright, can we do this? Come on. Alright, we are at 256, okay. Alright, can we get to 2048? Alright then. Oh, about to say, why can't I not move? Because usually when you can't move, it's mostly because it's game over. Alright. Dang it. Okay, I was so close. Alright. Apparently, one of my friends told me there's like two versions of it. Apparently, there's like there's the hack version, and then there's the real version, which I'm not sure to this day. I'm not sure which version I played. So, well, when he says hack, it doesn't mean like it's been hacked, but the hack version basically to the point it's like it's a lot easier and it's unlimited. So I'm not sure. But we have to get to 2048. That's the thing. So can we do it? Dun dun. I'm being concentrated. That's why I'm mostly quiet. Because I don't know what to do with commentary like this. Fuck. Okay. Can I do this? Damn it. Oh, yeah, apparently there's a way to record videos on the PS4 with the PlayStation Remote Play, which I might test out I will not say right now, but I might test it out after I'm done editing all the videos for today, that are due today. Well, not technically due today, because it's not homework, but like, you know, that are supposed to come out today. There you go. That's better. Or due today, whatever. I don't really care. Pretty much, I'm just trying to do a whole lot. I do have ideas for like a vlogging channel, but I'm teenager, so there's not a whole lot, especially in the Mexican household. I would not say there's a whole lot to do, but my life is there's not a whole lot much to do. So pretty much this is what I do pretty much every single day. I wake up, eat, record videos, or play games with my friends, eat and watch YouTube, eat and eat dinner, and then just do it. And the next day, rinse and repeat. Sometimes I play games here, sometimes I play games on TV. I watch YouTube, I watch anime, I watch whatever show I watch. It's rinse and repeat, so there's not a whole much in my life to do. Oh yeah, apparently Mr. Beast made a burger restaurant around. There's supposed to be one where I live, but here's the problem is, it's like, oh, we have so many locations, alright, but what are the locations in general? Because I can't tell. Especially where I live. I'm not telling you where I live, obviously, but where I live, most specifically, it doesn't tell you. It only shows like 3 areas in where I live, but what specifically, so I can like go there one in the future, or where to go if we ever visit there, or at least a place where we can eat later on in the future if I ever go into that state or city or whatever. I'm not sure what my job will be in the future. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure because like there's some jobs that I want to have, like become a video game designer or maker, so make games for the newer generation to play. But then there's like a YouTube career that I kind of want to do because I don't like school. I hate it, and let's say I flop school. Well, this could be another job that I can play, not play. I can do, playing the playing game like a gaming YouTuber that it's just fun because well I'm able to play games and make videos. It's easy. Easy at 1, 2, 3. And I still cannot get this shit to 24. But yeah, but then there's like me and my friends that we're trying to make like our own movie production, which is a project that we're still working on, which will probably start next year. Like I guess like as a way to start off next year, we can start off. But yeah, there is this one movie that I do want to make, which is like 3 hours long. Yes, I know, but it's mostly a love letter for the people who were born from the early 90s and for the late and the 2000s kids. Well, the late 90s and early 2000 kids. Because you may or may not know, I was born in 2004. So I'm 16 by the time I'm making this shit. And I'm a junior. But it's a lot more funner. Well, not funner. But I feel like, especially nowadays, I want this movie to come out, or if I were ever to make a short film or some sort, if I was making this film, I want it to come out the same year where people born in 2004 / 2003, because basically the year when I graduated, which is 2022. That's the year I want it to come out. That's a love, so kind of like how Toy Story 3 kind of worked. When the movie came out, all the majority of the people who were watching it were mostly the people that because kind of grew up with it. For example, Toy Story 1 and 2, the kids who were watching that when that came out were kids. Toy Story 3, Andy grew up, and the people watching that are like the same age as Andy. They grew up. They're going to college. That's kind of like the same type. That's how I kind of wanted to do it also. Which, in my opinion, it mostly comes from my personal life, especially now. And okay, what I'm saying, not trying to be rude or racist or anything, or offensive or anything like that, but I would say this: it's gonna follow a perspective of a Latino, not a white or like. Because here's the thing, okay, one thing I do hate sometimes when the main characters are supposed to be Latino or something like that, and it's when they barely talk Spanish in the show. I mean, they talk English obviously, so the English viewer can understand. But then you got people who watch anime, they watch subtitles. If they can read the subtitles, then they can freaking understand what they're saying if you have the subtitles. That's the thing. And the people who do understand this, or know their language, that they don't have a problem with that because, well, they understand the language. So, for example, when you see like a Mexican or a Latino family in a show or a sitcom, the only time they only speak Spanish is when they're mad, which makes sense because obviously if we're mad, we'll only talk Spanish or some sort. But the majority of the time, what language do we mostly speak? English in the entire show. And it's not that I hate it or anything like that, just that there's just so much of those that I'm like, I kind of want it to change for the better. And that makes any sense. So yeah. Yeah, dang it, I lost. And that makes any sense. It's basically the follow of pretty much, especially the early days. So, like, we'll see what their parents or the students their kids had to go through when they were younger, and find out that some families don't have a perfect life. Some have to work hard, especially us. If you see a bunch of videos, especially when you see a bunch of Latinos or Mexicans or whatever. Especially the dads, because mostly the moms are mostly at home and all that stuff, but the dads are mostly working. But I'm not saying there could be. I'm not saying there is another way around. Okay, there is. But no matter what, you see them working so hard, so many times that. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. But you see them working so hard just to have money for their family. And especially when I was younger, I didn't understand, like, oh my god, like, why you do all this and all that stuff. But when you get older, you start to understand why they work hard and did all of this just so you can live or some sort. Especially me, because as a lot of y'all may not know this, but especially for new viewers, my job in real life is my dad. I'm working with my dad, which is not really a full-time, well, technically it's a full, but I do get money from my dad's job. But what's that job specifically? Lawn service. That's right, I have to cut people's lawn, because one, the customers see you're lazy, two, they just don't want to do it, or some sort. The only time I'm okay, or like, it's understandable why they don't want to cut it, if it's their yard, it's fucking huge as hell, it would take them, if they did it by themselves, it would take them an entire day to cut. Or two, they're really, really busy, like, you know, they really got no time, so they need someone to cut it for them, then those I can understand. But if you're only cutting it, and you're at your house, especially nowadays, the quarantine, and you're not that busy, then those I just don't get it, so, yeah. But yeah, we cut down grass, we trim grasses, we cut bushes and trim bushes and all that stuff, so on and so forth. And that's pretty much where I got most of my money from when I was young. My money. See, I wouldn't have done YouTube or all these videos if I didn't work with my dad. I would not got this microphone if I didn't work with my dad. All those games I have, I would have never gotten them if I didn't work with my dad. And especially with the job, I did create a better relationship or understanding of my father. Sure, he might be an asshole sometimes and stupid sometimes, but hey. Especially now, because like apparently my family members are going through a lot of shit, especially ones in Mexico, and yeah, I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't like when they hear racist people or anything like that, especially when they're making fun of like some cultures of some sort. I mean, okay, if we make fun of ourselves, then that's a different story, but like, you got some people that make fun of other cultures, but they do it on purpose because they don't like the type of culture. But the thing is, they just don't understand the amount of struggle. Obviously, they won't understand because, well, they don't have that type of struggle. They will never will. Well, they could, but why would they? So, yeah. God damn it, I never hit a 23. All I know is that, like, and the reason why I'm thinking, like, there's moments where, like, I feel like I want to drop out from school, but the reason why I don't, because my parents would be mad, especially my older sister. She's like, you should go to college, but I don't know yet, because, like, I'm not sure if I want to go to college or not, because, you know, depth, and because I heard people, like, especially nowadays, you don't really need to go to college just so you can have a successful career. You can actually just have a successful career without going to college. Like, minus the YouTuber thing. Like, some YouTubers, sure, they didn't go to college, are successful. But but there are some people that actually didn't went to college and they're having successful careers, and they don't got channels or anything like that, but they have a successful career and so on and so forth. And I think it's because, like, so many people are stuck in the past, especially the adults nowadays. Like, oh, it's always about this. Like, you have to continue the society, but as time progresses, I don't think that's gonna happen. Schools in the future might be a thing for the past. That only the people that went to school before was shut down permanently or was long gone or a thing from the past, they will remember in some sort. Nowadays, as a kid, especially when I was younger, I thought like the only way to make friends was just by was just going to school, and that's pretty much the only reason. But you can still make friends without going to school if school ever got shut down, because you got online friends, and then y'all can meet up, and hopefully y'all are on the same age. Obviously, there are moments where like, oh, stay away from stranger danger, all that stuff. I get it, but still. Um, yeah. Okay. No, but I would not be surprised because, like, how you say this? Because most schools are mostly stuck in the past. They don't really teach you a whole lot of stuff nowadays. Because when they don't teach you taxes, they don't teach you about how adult life is really is after you're out of college. Because they expect you to remember all this shit, but how are you gonna remember all that stuff if they don't teach you? Exactly. They will never. God damn, I can never get to 2040. I don't know what the closest was like that number. And especially nowadays, there's jobs that you can actually. You thought that would never happen, or like it's not impossible. Some people live their life. Some people get money becoming an esports player, or a YouTuber, or a successful businessman, or some sort. And I mean, just look at Mr. Beast. He hated school, and look, he hated school. He never liked school. He started his channel with like he did channels with his phone originally and all that stuff. But now look at him right now. He is one of the most popular YouTubers that gives away money, and yeah, he gives away money, and and that's from a person that doesn't like school. Some people that don't like school or college, look at Brandon Rogers. He makes offensive comedy videos, but he never liked college, and he probably didn't like school, I think. But look at him now. He is one of the most famous comedians besides me, Kanye, with his animation videos. And it goes to show that pretty much thousands of people can't make a living out of nothing, but it takes a lot of hard work and effort to be able to get to that type of goal. And especially me, because like I have a experience with bad luck, and my type of luck is not that good. Okay, I'll be honest. So that's why I'm like, I'm not sure if I want this job, because like if I work hard enough, then yeah. But sometimes you could just moments where I wish I could just bam automatically do that, because there's so many things that I want to do with my friends. Go places, because some places I want to go, like, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to this area of the city, hang out, live the best days of our lives, so that when we're older and tell our grandkids or some sort, or kids, we can tell them like all the amazing things that we've done, and how they can also do it also if they believe into. For example, one of the things I want to do in the future is I want to move into a house and become roommates with my friends. That's what I want to do. Obviously, some people might are not okay. Obviously, some of them might live in their house. Some people might be okay, but who knows? And that's what I'm here with that. Yeah. But yeah, back to me, like, if I want to drop it, I'm not sure if I am, because there's moments, like, especially now, junior year, I'm gonna be honest with you, I am not good with math. Well, geometry and all that and algebra. Pretty much all you need to know, if you know how to add, you know how to subscribe. If you know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, then you're good with math. You don't need any other shit. But you don't need to do all that extra stuff. Unless you want a specific job with that, then go ahead. But the majority of the time, you don't need a job like that. You don't really need that. Oh yeah, and a person that also does hate school. You know who does also hate school? Elon Musk. And look where he's at. He is one of the most famous car leaderships or some sort in the world. He made Tesla. He did SpaceX, and he did it without, and he hated school. It just comes to show that times do change and people do evolve, especially now. And plus, there's like The majority of information is on the internet. If you don't know something, well, you can go to the internet, search it up, and see what happens. Alright, we're back. Have to go somewhere. If we fail this, then I'm gonna end the video because I think I've been doing this for a pretty long time without noticing. Yeah. Well, we never got to 2048. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, want to subscribe to the channel to get some content, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I make a video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media in the description below. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.